Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm gonna do my very first holiday gift guide. So we're gonna go through a bunch of different gift options across a lot of different, budget ranges and things like that. I think we're gonna break it up into the first set is gonna be primarily like primary gifts, like bigger gifts, a little bit more expensive. And then we're gonna have at the end some stocking stuffer ideas. But these are all products that I've really learned to trust a lot. I just love using, and I just truly believe in, and I think they're also a really good value. Some of them are, on the inexpensive range, but hold a lot of value. First off, we do need to mention that all of these products are going to be available at 44tackle.com. I say all of them, but the majority of them are going to be on 44tackle.com. The other ones, I'll explain where you can find them. But if you use the links in the description to buy any of these products at 44tackle.com, you get 10% off of your order. And not only that, but it also supports my channel. I get a little bit of a kickback on that sale, and I just, I really appreciate that kind of support for doing these videos overall. So let's dive right in. The very first product that we're gonna talk about is actually one that I have to put on. So I'm going to step away real quick, put it on, and we're gonna talk about it. All right, everybody, so I'm back, and here is the AFCO Hydronaut suit. So the special thing about this one is the fact that it is not a company I'm sponsored by. It's not a product that I got for free. This is an unbiased, completely unbiased, review of this, but this is the Hydronaut suit. I think this is the heavy duty version. They also have an insulated version. They had one that was just called the Hydronaut suit, but I think that's been replaced with the heavy duty version. But overall, as far as the jackets and bibs, this is the best rain gear that I've ever been in. Now, there's some others that I haven't been in before. Like Sims makes a really good rain suit that I hear really good things of, but I haven't been in some of their high-end rain suits, so I can't really speak to those. But the Hydronaut is my absolute favorite. Just the way that it is laid out, where all the pockets are, the construction of it is very durable. It's got that 30K membrane, so it keeps you really super dry throughout the day, even in the biggest downpours. It's got a speed vent hood. That's what they call the hood, so it allows you to go at full throttle and keep your hood up because it vents correctly. And just overall, just the functionality of it and the durability of it and just the quality of this suit has blown me away. But the one thing that really sold me on this suit, okay, and I'm gonna show you, I gotta take the jacket off to do it. So the jacket's awesome. I love the jacket, but it's still, at the end of the day, you can compare it to a lot of the different really high-end jackets out there. And the thing that I really was impressed with this suit is the bibs. Okay, so the bibs are really where the rubber meets the road with this whole suit. So I've always struggled with bibs and rain suits, because the bibs always have those, you got those elastic suspender straps, and they're constantly pulling down on your shoulders. And by the end of the day, I mean, your suit is going to be, if you're not wearing rubber, let's face it, it's going to get somewhat, soaked, and it's going to get heavy. And those traditional bibs with those just thin straps, number one, they'd rub in my chest area. I don't like nipple rubbage. Sorry for the too much information, but and also just pulling on the shoulders really starts affecting my back. And by the end of the day, I was just always really in a lot of fatigue. I experienced a lot of fatigue. It was really rough wearing those traditional bibs. So I ended up getting the Hydronaut suit because, as you can see, it's a totally different bib system or strap system. It's almost like wearing a full, like jumpsuit. It pretty much is. So you've got a lot of coverage right here, all the way up to your neckline, where it's just that same 30K material that is super waterproof. And then you've got these straps right here that can adjust on the top, but they're so wide, they disperse a lot of that pressure. So I don't have that kind of fatigue that I have with traditional bibs. And that is the main reason why I got these. Again, super high quality, really happy with them, really happy with all the different pockets. The only thing that I wish that they had is pockets right here, on the side. They don't have those, but they've got a pocket right here on kind of your leg on the right side. And of course you got this awesome pocket. This is where I put my cell phone or my wallet. And yeah, just overall, it's a very, very good rain suit or bib system, but the best thing is these straps, and I've never seen anything quite like it, and man, it's gonna be hard for me to change. Again, there's a lot of different really good bibs out there, and I may be surprised by some of them, but these have been the most impressive overall. All right, so that is the AFCO Hydronaut suit, and this is definitely my recommendation if you're looking to buy a new rain suit for a special someone this season. All right, so the very next gift idea is this one right here. This is the FX8 combo from Fitzgerald Fishing. It's a casting, reel, and rod combo. You got the FX8 reel, which has been out for about a year and a half, 2 years. And then you've got the brand new FX8 rod, which is brand new, and now they're selling them together. It's a really super good value because this is a high performance setup right here. So the FX8 reel, number one, has 8 ball bearings, as you can tell by the name. It's got a really deep aluminum spool. It's got a magnetic casting system right here, which is super awesome for making quick changes to the braking system, and you don't have to take off the side panel or anything like that to be able to make those really quick adjustments. It's got 16 pounds of drag, and just overall very durable, a very good reel. I've been using it on tour for the last couple years and super happy with it. And the thing to note is that it comes in a very versatile gear ratio, 7.2 to 1, and it comes in both left and right hand models, which is really good for me because I'm a lefty. Well, I'm not a lefty, but I use left-hander reels, and so that reel is just super versatile. And that was kind of the whole idea behind this combo, is to offer a very versatile rod and reel package. So you can use a lot of different techniques with this. The rod is a 7.3 medium heavy, which if you've seen any of my videos on what the most versatile rod is, the 7.3 medium heavy is definitely my choice. You can use everything from bottom bouncing techniques. You can use reaction baits, top waters, whatever you want to throw. You can do it with at least some level of proficiency with a 7.3 medium heavy. And the same goes for the reel. That 7.2 to 1 gear ratio is just solid as can be in a lot of different situations. The rod also is high quality graphite. It's IM8 graphite. It's got a great guide train system, and just overall great action, feels really good in the hand. So overall, if you're looking for a really versatile rod and reel combo for that special someone, check out the FX8 combo from Fitzgerald Fishing at 44 Tackle. Again, 10% off if you use the codes below. All right, everybody, so the next product, if you have a tournament fisherman in the family, or a friend that you're shopping for, this right here is a tool that I use all the time. Every single tournament, every single fish that I catch. I've actually done a video on my culling process, and I always weigh my fish. And the scale that I've been using over the last couple of years, and I'm not sponsored by them, I don't get these for free, but the scale that I've been using is this one right here, okay? This is actually what my wife got me a couple years ago. This is the Catch Commander scale. So the thing that I love about the scale is I've been struggling with scales just like I was with the bibs earlier. I've been struggling with scales for a very long time, and then I got the Catch Commander. And the thing with the Catch Commander, I will say it's not the most super accurate scale that I've ever had, but it is definitely accurate enough for what I'm trying to accomplish, because I'm not just relying on this 100% for, you know, for those really precision culls. I always have a cull beam, and so I'm always going to beam those fish that are really close to each other. But for just general knowing what size fish I have within you know, an ounce or so, this is a really good, proficient, and very efficient scale. The one thing I really love about this scale is you turn it on, that center button, and then the majority of the actions from there are with the left. So you can see here, I've got my 5 saved, you can see it, I've got 5 saved fish here. I wish I had a bigger bag. Right here is the total amount. It's in pounds and ounces on this one, but you can set it to, you know, just pounds. And then you've got the 5 saved fish here. It tells you which fish to cull when you get your 6 fish, and you know, it's just, and that's kind of functionality that you see in other scales, but really what sets the Catch Commander apart is just how easy it is to use. And you've got the clip right here that is kind of like that boga grip style. It really holds those fish well. It just holds them on their jaw, doesn't damage them or injure them in any way. And really the thing that sets this scale apart is the easy functionality. So once you turn it on, it's just all that left button to like, if I need to clear it out, which is always kind of a struggle for me with scales. So you just hold it till it starts flashing, then you just kind of hit left until you get all the way to the end. All of them are flashing now, and then you just hold left, and that clears it. If you can see it, there we go. So now it's cleared, but just overall, it's a really super good scale. Again, I'm not gonna say it's the most pinpoint accurate scale I've ever had, but in the moment, when I'm tournament fishing, all I'm looking for is an efficient tool for helping me cull and kind of understand what I have in the live well. And the Catch Commander is for sure the best scale that I've ever had. So this one again is at 44tackle.com, and I love that scale. So let's move on to some of the stocking stuffer ideas. All right, so now let's talk about some stocking stuffer ideas, and this first one is a new bait that Z-Man came out with at ICAST this year that really is just opening up a whole new category of topwater bait, and it is called the Hellraiser. Check that thing out. Super unique. It's got kind of this pencil popper, you know, body on the front, and then on the back, of course, you've got that weighted chatterbait blade. This bait creates a ton of vibration and also a lot of movement. So as this chatterbait blade's working on the back, just like a chatterbait blade does, the front end is walking side to side in a real erratic action. It creates a big bubble trail, and just overall is unlike anything we've ever seen from a topwater bait. The only thing that I need to note is the fact that this is not the hook that traditionally comes on there. It does come with a treble hook. This is a Hayabusa treble hook, 930. And I just replaced the original hook that had hand-tied feather material on it, so it's actually a really high quality feather treble hook that goes on the back here, straight from the package. But because I wore that out, now we've got the one that doesn't have feather on it, but just wanted to mention that. But overall, this is a really cool bait. I've caught a lot of fish on it. I think it's going to be one of those baits that is very popular, and you're going to start seeing a lot of events won by it. I think it's going to be one of those that just starts catching fish like crazy once people start figuring out the situations that it excels at. Because again, this even though it's probably most similar to a buzz bait, it's still nowhere near the type of action, sound, and vibration that you see with a buzz bait. This is completely different. You get way more vibration, way more action, and so People need to figure out where this is going to excel, but that's the beautiful thing about it. It's a brand new category of bait, and I know that it works. I've already caught numerous fish on it, and I'm still experimenting with it. I still don't know exactly where and when the Hellraiser is going to be at its finest, but I do know it's something that I've always got tied on during topwater season nowadays. So check out the Hellraiser. Again, they are at 44tackle.com. I highly suggest before you slip this into a stocking that you keep it in the package. You don't want any of those hooks getting you know, wedged in your stocking or in a loved one's fingers. All right, so let's go to the next one. All right, so the next stocking stuffer idea is actually not something that I have in person right now. I actually ran out of them, and I wish I saved the box to show you, but it is the new Seaguar Basics fluorocarbon. So obviously, as a stocking stuffer, you don't necessarily want, you know, something that's really expensive, and the Basics fluorocarbon is only $9.99. It is the least expensive 100% fluorocarbon that I've ever seen, and it's also, you know, 100% made. The resins were created and designed by Seaguar, and it's made by Seaguar. So it's not like some cheap resin material that you know, somebody else made, that somebody, you know, put together and processed. It's made by Seaguar, and so it is a really high quality fluorocarbon at a very, very low price. It's a great choice for a lot of different techniques, anything from, you know, fishing a Texas rig or a jig, to throwing, you know, a chatterbait, a lipless crankbait. All those different things that you throw with fluorocarbon are going to work great with Basics, but it's just at a really, really good price. So if you're shopping for a fisherman that is looking for some fluorocarbon fishing line, but you don't want to break your bank for a stocking stuffer, check out Basics line. Again, that one is also available at 44tackle.com, and it is an awesome, awesome value. All right, guys, so the next product in the stocking stuffer category is a hook that I use all the time in fishing for a variety of different tactics, whether it's flipping or pitching heavy cover, casting, something like a diesel minnows over grass flats, or like a turbo fatties over grass flats, swimming a worm, whatever it may be, you know, a wider body soft plastic bait. Whenever I'm Texas rigging, this is the hook that I like to throw. And the best stocking stuffers to me are those little things that you use all the time. And so I'm throwing this one in there. It is the Hayabusa 959. Okay, so this is an EWG hook. It is heavy wire, so you can use it with braided line and real heavy tackle. This is my go-to hook. I use more of these hooks throughout the year than any other fishing hook. So you know, it's pretty simple. It's a hook design that's been around a long time. They've kind of improved upon it. They use this NRB coating that I really like. You can see right there. And NRB coating is almost like kind of a Teflon. It makes it really, really smooth, and it creates easier penetration when it comes to, like, you know, hooking a fish in the bony areas of the mouth and things like that. So just a really overall great hook, something you can just slide right in that stocking, and it's going to serve the angler that you're gifting it to very well. All right, so this next stocking stuffer idea is something that you can't actually put physically in the stocking, but you know, my mom used to do these things when I was a kid where she was gonna buy me something, but she couldn't put it in the stocking. She would write it on like a Post-it note or something, or a little card, and put it in there, and that would be a good idea for this one. This is a tool that I use all the time. It is something that when I'm at home and I'm trying to research a lake, or, you know, in between a tournament day or a practice day or something like that, it is a tool that I'm constantly using, and it's on my phone, and it's the Navionics app. So the Navionics app's got a ton of different features. It's got all kinds of, you know, obviously you've got all that premium topography that you expect from Navionics, and you can download for certain regions and certain lakes for the one-time fee. and it's just a really, really cool tool. You can do everything from, you know, measure distance, you can create routes, you have an auto routing feature, you got a lot of different overlays, and one of the things that I use it for a lot, aside from map study, is like if I have to make a long run in a tournament day, I can do one of those routes that I was just talking about. One of my favorite things to do. Let's get rid of that. And all you have to do is like pick your first point and then just drop points all along the way, and it'll tell you exactly how far that is, the time it's going to take you to get there based on your boat information, and the fuel consumption also based on your boating information that you input on here. And so it's a really good option as a secondary, you know, GPS unit. I use it in Alaska all the time for a lot of my GPS needs, and I love it. So if you're looking for something that's still pretty inexpensive, I think it's around the $10 range for the Navionics, you know, iPhone app or Android app, and you just write it on a card, put it in that stocking, and I'm telling you, it's going to be one of the most used apps on, you know, any angler's phone or boater in general. So all you have to do is go on your app store for your phone and type in Navionics, and one of the first things that's going to pop up is Navionics Boating, Marine, and Lakes. So go check that out on your app store. All right, so finally, to wrap this gift guide up, we need to talk about some honorable mentions. So some gift cards, of course, 44tackle.com, but also bassboatelectronics.com. They've got gift cards this year, and so if you're looking to get a gift, and even if it's one of the primary gifts for your loved one, not just a stocking stuffer, you can get them a gift card to help contribute or completely buy whatever they need as far as electronics. So go to bassboatelectronics.com, check out their gift card options, and also 44tackle.com. But that is it for me, man. Those are the products that I really highly suggest. Some of them, again, are not products that I'm sponsored by at all, have not got for free, but I just really, really love them. So let me know what you think about this gift guide in the comments below. Let me know what you would add to this gift guide. And overall, thank you for watching. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and I'm gonna see you out on the water.